Alright, so back at it again. I had a dream uh, that I had a dream with an idea. So we're gonna go ahead and see if we can implement that idea. The idea is basically this. I can't, and I've been searching a little bit. I can't figure out what the issue is with the update stopping the switch, or rather the switch stopping the update with the function that it's in. Because essentially it's going to here and then it's not following through with the rest of the stuff. I don't know why. I mean, really it should break and then go through the rest of it. But it doesn't. So, you know. I mean, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to try this. We're going to set this to fix update and this one to update. So we can actually have two update. Wait, no, fixed update. Fine, we'll just do it here. We'll just use this. Fix. Alright, we'll start here, see what happens. Let's just make sure. It's been a moment. Let's just make sure this will work. Alright, let's give it a shot. Alright, see? Yep, okay, cool. Now, I'm wondering... Yeah, assets... Actually, this is number 2.1. It's looping, okay. Alright, so it's working. Let's see. Oopsies. To make sure to save. Alright, so code is working as expected. Now we add in the trouble. I mean, I have it with the other, with the cow script, the cow AI script, I just have it all set underneath the switch. So, yeah. Okay, cool. It's still working. That's good. Now, we need to figure out why this isn't firing. So let's go ahead and stop trying the call case. We're just gonna always assume that it's gonna be 1. It's because it's always gonna be 1 once we reach it. But then we're gonna change it. And then essentially what's going to happen is once we start to have the communication going properly, then we're going to start adding in things like checks to see which functions we want to run. But first we have to get this part down and then work from there. Okay, so as of right now, let's go ahead and check to see what we can do. So case is 0. Case is 2. And AI case is still 1, so switch back to 1. Alright, so that's where we're at. You know, we'll just switch back to 1. Alright. Follow node equals true. Alright, so when we go to 2, but when we switch back to 1, ooh, that's a good one to check. Let's see if we can make sure that follow node on the player. Wait, do I have that set to public or private? Follow node. We'll set this to public, just so we can look at it. Public. Okay. All right. The follow node is set to true. Let's go ahead and follow node is set to false. And the oh, okay, it was always set to 1. Interesting. So it is. Okay. So follow node gets set to false. So the quarantine isn't working. Coroutine. Oh, I forgot the R. I almost spelled it right that time. Oh, god darn it. Yield return. Oh, okay, well, alright. Oh, I see, because I'm not yielding. Oh. So, yield, return. And then, it's for not case 1, and case 1 says follow node equals true. But, begin with the case character node actions. Ooh. Okay. Let's take a look at enumerator. Enumerator. Oopsies. Unity. What we're going to do for Unity because it is different. Okay. The point where the yield statement, when a yield statement is used, the quarantine pauses execution automatically resumes in the next frame. Excellent mode. Results in execution coming back on a later frame. Yielding of any type, including null. Stop quarantine. Stop quarantine. Is attached. Disable quarantine is not stopped when unwanted behavior is disabled. I mean, I know. Yeah, see, you can execute it within there. I have it in here. I'm ready to stand, right? Well, fine, let's just set to public. And you'll return wait 5 seconds. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. 0.0F, yeah. Yeah. Just case 2. Is that not quick enough of a check? Do I have to allow for a buffering period? I shouldn't have to allow for a buffering period. That's kind of ridiculous. Move this up. There we go. Well, because it does fire. Follow nose equals false. So it should be on fixed update. This is on. So these are on fixed update, which means they're gonna fire. This is gonna fire. This should fire first, which means that once switch to case 2, follow node function. Mm-hmm. 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 Equals 2. Yeah, okay. So we already know it fires there. Let me make sure it fires after the quarantine. Alright, well let's see. Let's see when the switch fires. Okay. Does it start after the quarantine? Coroutine? We gotta get an alpha phonetic on that. Uh-huh. Switch did fire. Okay. So, coroutine is not doing nothing. Here's a question. Here's a question. Let's take a look. Let's look at a couple things. I want to see if, because what'll happen is since we have the next point set for the player or for the character, it should go to the next one. But if it was updated too late, she should stop there because there's nothing updating it. You should stop here. Should stop right there. Okay. Alright. Well, two things are happening. First of all, this is updating right before we turn off this, essentially. And the quarantine is the coroutine. Pronunciation. How to pronounce coroutine. Let's take a look.
Coroutine. Coroutine.
Corouting. Corouting.
Coroutine.
Corouting. This doesn't...
Coroutine.
For real? Sure. That was actually wholly unhelpful. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Just... Coroutine.
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 Coroutine. ¿Dónde está quarantine? Coroutine. Boy, howdy. That's going to be a problem. Okay. So first of all, the coroutine isn't working. And second of all, it's updating too late to stop this from happening. So, let's solve one of these at a time. Here's the coroutine actually, no, because it would be working, because it would stop here, stand for 2 frame, let's bump it to 10 seconds. It shouldn't, because it was pretty immediate actually, but even so, let's double check. Do I have to do this by time, delta time? Print. Print start. Just 2 seconds. Print. Yeah, so it should just be 2 seconds. Alright. Well, let's put it back. We don't want 10 seconds. We'll say 5. Just to be sure. Destination switch. We could. Let's see. Maybe. I don't think that's gonna solve it because follow nodes won't equal true. Follow nodes equals true. Sure. True. Let's see if that makes any difference. Let's give it a shot. Because it does get set to false. The problem is it gets set to false just a couple frames too late. Okay. We need to... Okay, we have to get this coroutine working. Once we get this working, we can start making it happen. So let's see what we're doing wrong here. I mean... stand, right? It's the same. Start function, wait and print. Sure, let's give that a shot. Let's go ahead and say float coroutine. Coroutine. Well, yeah, I know that. All right, let's give this a shot. Coroutine equals weight to print. Yeah, okay, so good. Well, we'll go in. We have seconds. Wait time. Wait time. So it's going to be a float. Float. Wait time. Wait time, which means float quarantine equals it should just be nothing as right now, right? Well, let's just go ahead and stand wait time. Right? I mean, that doesn't... Sure, that doesn't seem right. Oh, yeah, okay. Start. That's 5.0. F. Then what do you want? I mean, it makes sense. Uh-huh. What do you have? Do you not have it set up to anything? Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Now this isn't going to work because why would it? Now what we're waiting for is the switch fire. Let's see. Yep, still didn't work. Stop cord. Yep. Every two other form print. This should yield. Well, actually, well, it'll print it every 2 seconds? Is that what happened? No, it was print get every... It didn't matter. Let's do this. Let's see if the coroutine is actually working through this. Because actually, it might not be yielding it at all. But let's give it a shot. So what we're looking for is it to not say switch fire right off the bat. Oh yeah, I'm being an idiot. X. Yep, being an idiot. Follow node. X. Now, this isn't going to solve our problem of what's updating first. For some reason, I mean, it should be updating first. Oh, also, that's not going to work. No, it isn't going to work. Never mind. I was thinking like because it's defined in a different place, but we're not actually using that definition within the enumerator itself. We're using it within the switch. So I didn't have to transfer that over. Okay, let's see. No, still firing late. If follow node equals true. Trouble find. I don't understand. I don't understand why it's taking so long for the switch to fire. Don't do it, don't turn. Eh? Switch is fired. Case is set to 1. Was it ever set to 2? Let's see. Follow node set to true. Case is set to 0. Case is set to 2. Switch fired. Case is now set to 1. Okay. Okay, so actually, if that's the case, go ahead and release the point num to public. So that we can see where it's pointing, because maybe, I mean, obviously follow nodes isn't set to true either, but I want to make sure that so point num is at 0, 1, switch fired, case to 1. Okay, so it should still be set to 1. Alright, so the only thing in our way currently, let's set this back to private. The only thing in our way currently is that it's not switching the follow node back. And I mean, let's just follow nodes. Sure. I mean, we could just almost have this as placeholder, like. Following path. Sure. I mean, sure. Alright, well. Alright, now it'll sit here, wait. Follow node reactivated. Fantastic. And it should keep on going. Why? Why does it keep doing that? Wait a minute. Okay. So, objects of interest. Let's go ahead and put the script on all of them. Node action. Okay. Node is reached. Because the node can get reached. But, I don't want it to fire off. Well, let's go ahead and add in our check. So, update. Ref. Void start. Let's go public bool is oops not no is staying. Let's go ahead and we don't need those. Public void execute is standing. Standing. If is standing equals true. And node reached equals true because we want to make sure that it pertains directly to whatever node that we're putting forth. X V. Execute stand. So execute stand. Put that in the update. So here's what we're going to do. Point 1. Is standing going to be true? Wait, that's point 5. Fine. Is standing going to be true? 3. That's true. And then 5. So allegedly 1, 3, and 5 will cause the player, the character to stand still. Alright, let's give it a shot. So 1, character will stand still. No? Okay. Okay. So now we have the next problem. Where this should have just... Wait, did I? Point 1 is standing. Good. Which means that node reached equals true. Right. I am tempted to simply put a buffer just to eliminate the problem entirely. Okay. I don't like doing that though. I want to take a look at something. Let's go ahead and look at it was the event tracker? No. Oh, I'm sorry. Here we go. Rendering. No. Profile. Here we go. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and check this out. Let's see what this is like right now. Spikes in the beginning. Chilling out. Okay. So it's rendering. Scripts is in blue. Let's take a look at these spikes. We're gonna player loop. Player loop doesn't take a lot. Stack trace utility, extract string from exception internal. Truth be told, I'm not the best at. Here we go. Character move. Dot stand. Okay. Coroutine. Like, it's not adding a whole lot. Certainly, but... Alright. It's okay so far. Alright, well, that's good to know. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so I mean, it's reaching there. Let's double check what's going on here. So we have point 1 is standing, node reached. Does it ever fire? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, man. It's reached node 3, but it didn't stand. It's reached node 4, it won't stand there. It's reached node 5, won't stand there either. Okay. Okay. Well, will it stand again? Let's see. The first one works, but does it work again? No. It only works once. Alright. Start new. Can I just put new? Return new. Fine. Yield. Return new. What if I want to do it multiple times? I think I'd stop. Do something. Most cases you want to finish above, however, use name of jump. The name downside string is a high runtime overhead. I'll pass the parameter. Really? Start another quarantine. Operate together. Both parallel. One quarantine can stop itself. The example shown above. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Reuse coroutine. Valid ways to reuse coroutine scope. Oh, that's what I was afraid of. That's what I was afraid of. It's gonna create a big overhead for processing power if I want to do this, essentially, and I don't want that to happen. So, alright. Regroup, rescope, Gather. Gather. We're going to create our own timer. I want to use coroutines. They'll probably be useful. They'll be useful when we want to do animation stuff or cutscene stuff, but they're just not as useful here, unfortunately, because they're supposed to be thrown away, I think. I mean, so this is C++. Let's try C#. Unity. Let's try Unity. Restore coordinate ignoring the you. I'm gonna. Yeah. Yeah. So what's the example is here? Bullet curtain stop. I mean, I could pause through this. I'm just looking it over and thinking, but this is kind of the point of me doing this, is just to go over this. Well, we can give it a try. Where's this? So public quarantine, spawn quarantine, spawn obstacle timer events, spawn manager, spawn obstacle timer, spawn quarantine. That's at the start. At the start, you want to spawn one, is what he's saying. I mean, start quarantine. Where is he placing stop quarantine though? But he's not. All right. Let's go ahead and see if we can shimmy sham this. Make it work. So we need to reset. We need to fire this into here. I mean, I don't think you can put if statements in enumerators. I'm pretty sure of that. Enumerator. Unity. Enumerator yield. Well, you can put while statements. Yield instruction. Okay, well, let's let's do this. Let's have it fire. Let's have it fire off something that resets this. And then let's check the analytics to see how bad it is. Kind of, because it might not be so bad. Okay. Boom. I mean, I don't want to use a while loop, frankly. So private bool reset quarantine coroutine. If reset coroutine, this essentially means if it's true, we'll go ahead and cat brakaka. Yep. So let's see. It's going to then we have to make sure that reset core equals true right off the bat. It'll yield new wait time. And I immediately set it to false. Well, I wonder if that cancels it out. Wait for seconds wait time. I don't know if this will work. This may not work how I'm thinking it'll work. Let's go ahead and test it. All right, cool. Here's the test. So it's set to 3. No. It didn't reset it. We're going to okay. All right. So that's not resetting it. So actually, set it to true. It's set to true in the first place. Let's go ahead. You know what? Let's just go ahead. Let's go ahead and set standing for these feet. It's going to stand there. It's not going to stand there. It's not going to stand there at all. Well, isn't that just dandy? It's not going to stand there either. Here's a question. Let's see. Because it works every so often. I'm wondering if there's a real fight to see who gets there first. Oh God. Yep. Wait, is it just because the object of interest? Travel node script. Yeah, okay. AI instance. Yeah. Travel node script. Where am I using this exactly? Yeah. Oh. Okay. That will be why. All right. Well, I think I can get around this. I can get around this by pointing to the particular node that I'm heading to with the point num. So, travel node script. All right. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. The other problem is that this is still fighting. It's fine. Fixed update. We're going to do this actually. No, I'm sorry. This is not late update. Late update is performed after the update. Let's see if that makes a difference. Late update. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is travel node script equals point so we're going to point this to whatever node we are currently going to. Oopsies, no. Points point num dot that I may just be having a brain fart here, but that may be it. If that is it, let's see. All right, so let's see if it redirects. All right, so it's going to be 0.1. It is redirecting. Why isn't that just dandy? 0.3. Well, let's see. It did do it for the first one. We can figure that out. See if it does it for the third one. Oh. Well, why didn't it do it for the first one? It's kind of weird. Couldn't lower this down anyways, just for my own sanity. All right. Yeah, I wonder why it doesn't do it for the first one. Two. 1. Yeah, weird. Actually, it's probably because right off the bat, it's set to true. Of course, set to true. False. Fallen nodes equals false. So race to the core set to true, wait for seconds, then race to the core equals false. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It should work fine. Interesting how it doesn't. I wonder why. I wonder why. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. Okay. See, we're making progress. We're making progress. I just, yeah, okay. Okay, hold on. This is actually bugging me. Why is AI case set to 0? AI case is set to 1 at the start. Should always be set to 1 at the start. Why is it ever set to 0? That's nuts. AI case, right? AI case, yeah. AI case will be set to 1. AI reset core. Is it not? Is it not being set at all? And if so, why? Reset core is set to true. So it won't work for the first one because I need to actually cycle through there once to get it working. Okay. I know it's not good programming to have it just in there once. Reset core set. Ooh. That's a conundrum. That's a conundrum, y'all. The thing that makes it reset I kind of want to move on, frankly. Let's go ahead and test it, because if it cycles from 6 back to 1 and it still does it for 1, then yeah. So it doesn't stop there. Make sure this isn't switching either. Follow nodes doesn't switch off till... No? One? Yeah. Okay. We know it's gonna keep... Oh, it switches for 0. Why does it keep switching to 0? What? What's switching it to 0? Why? Oh. I bet I know. At the start, I mean, come on. Okay. This is gonna break it. I know this is gonna break it. I know this is gonna break it because it's always broken it, and I don't want to do this. Alright, let's go. So it's gonna start at 1. It should stay 1. Yeah, okay, we're at 1. Oh, interesting. Well, how'd he do? Always never fail to, fuck with my mind. You know? Great. It broke the other ones. Why? It should just be at the start. Wait, hold on. Let me re-educate myself. As a start versus awake unity. What's the difference? Awake and similar, except the awake is called first. Start will be called even if the script component is disabled. Using start and awake together is useful to separate tasks into 2 steps. Yeah, okay, cool. And he's awake, on enable, start, fixed update, layout. Oh, fixed update goes first. Interesting, but it on disable, on destroy. Oh, you know what? God, that's a lovely thing to see. Start versus awake. Okay. Alright. So yeah, we want to do an awake. That is a compelling piece of information. However, I don't know if it's necessarily going to solve our problems. Yeah, fuck me. Started off at 1. Just, oops, whoops. Started off at 1. Okay. Started at 1. They shouldn't be switching at all. Well, let's take a look. Yeah. Let's have it cycle back to 1. Now, I'm really dedicating myself to these coroutines, but I don't know if it's better just to make my own timer or not. It just doesn't like it for the first point. Interesting. I mean, what's the difference here? There's no difference. There's no difference. There's no difference. Why? Why is the first point so silly? It's all got the same code. It's all got the same stuff. What is making this happen? Everything is the exact same. Everything is the exact same. Everything's the exact same. Everything is the exact same. Everything is the exact same. The only difference is that on Awake, we are referencing the only thing I can do after this is put this here, but then that's just going to reference this, and it's going to start creating conflicts because of it's going to switch to 2, which is going to switch the characters 1 to 2, which is then meaning that the reference is pointing directly at the 2. And it's always going to be 2. But then if it switches back to 1, then well, you know what? I'd rather show. Because if is standing and node reach equals true, yeah, then it's always going to be that way, and then it's going to reference directly that. Okay, well, let's give it a shot. Whatever. Let's try it out. Mm-hmm. Let's see if this references it. If it reaches the second one. Nah, it just breaks the whole fucking thing. Fantastic. No. Oh, no. We want this to affect it directly. That's all we want. We want it to just affect it. And then I don't understand. Why is this creating me such a problem? Let's go ahead and comment this out. When on awake. Let's go back. Let's take a look. Long update adds every because this is probably most likely to add in code. First load attached to it. Only it's called once on each script, only after other objects are initialized. This means that saved create references on wake, which is good and way to use. It creates initial references between scripts. Yeah, you can run an arrow to try to use code in a wake function that relies on code in another script's awake function. It's randomly. It's called randomly, and you can start. Oh. Okay, so. Oh, God. Alright. You know what? That makes sense. So what happens is because this is relying on this script to update its case to 1, that means, and so if I was to use the wake function, it would never be able to capture this value because it initializes before that value is ever created. That doesn't really help us as to why it creates the area of it switching randomly within here, because it should really only initialize at the beginning of a script. Stark be used as a coroutine. Or a coroutine. Use Starwing to offer 2 steps in order the other, which means you can separate the code that creates references. Alright, well, tell you what. We'll do this. We'll move this to wake. Move this to start. We'll apply this code there. Make sure it will always initially capture that. And let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Want my last sip of coffee. Okay. Well, it captured the 1, that's for sure. Not changing nothing. Let's see if this is still switching around. Should be. 2. 4. Well, okay. Howdy doody. All right. That solves most of our problem, but not the big part of the problem. The big part of the problem is that for some reason it doesn't want to do number 1. It doesn't want to do number 1. I mean, let's deactivate it. It's not going to be standing there. That's 2 or 5. Let's do that. Oh, better test. I have a better test. Better test. So we're going to deactivate it for 1. And we're going to activate it on 2. That way we can see if it breezes right past 2, then that means that it really does need to activate at least once. It doesn't solve our problem of why it doesn't activate on 1, but this at least tell us if it's something to do with the first node. Or what the hell's happening. It's just the first one. It's just the first one. Come on, man. Come on. Get ready. We are about to break the script. Whiles are so volatile if you're not doing them right. And for simple testing, okay, everything's saved. Saved. Save project. Because it can create an infinite loop that basically breaks your computer. Alright. I mean, still didn't do it. Still didn't fucking do it. Let's just go ahead and see if it'll still skip right by that first one. They're all static. There is nothing different other than their placement. There is nothing different. Alright, please stop. Are you kidding me? Why? Oh, you're not doing it anymore. Okay. Wait, is this one? It's just not doing it anymore. Okay. You just don't want to do it anymore? Is reset core. What? Why? Reset core is false. Yeah, what? Yeah. Maybe do I just should I? I'm not closing this while loop. This is the dangerous part. I'm not closing this at all. Start coroutine. What's gonna happen? False. Fallen node. Is that true? Alright, so reset core equals true. I don't want to just leave it. Let's see. Reset core equals false. I don't want to just leave it like that. We're gonna have to close it because then it's just gonna keep firing it constantly. Alright. Let's get skip by that, of course. Turns to true. It never turns to true. I'm just looking through. I think this is why right here. It starts off. So we want to start this off at 1. I mean, right? AI case ref equals 1. And then we're going to go ahead and comment this out because we want to take the case directly from there. Oh yeah. Oh, that's why. Okay. The reason why it skips each time afterwards is because it's switching from 1 to 2 each time. So we have to switch it back to 2. So else AI case reference equals 1. Okay. Which means we'll be taken directly from there. Okay, so this way the case reference is taken directly from the nodes each time. Okay. Because it was basically each time it was going around the nodes, taking the case reference from the nodes, and since these are all switched to 2 and they never switch back to 1, it just counted down the the coroutine each time while it was in mid transition, so it never did anything. Follow nodes. Two would switch back to 1 as well. So we switch to 1. So we're going to 4 right now. Should switch to 2 and then to 1. 2. Switch back to 1. Fantastic. Dodging some cows. Kind of. But not really. Back to 1. Alright, so 1 is setting at 1. Let's see. Still firing off switches. And it never happened. Is it going to happen here? Yeah. So it's just when it fires. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. 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 0.5. 0.6. 2. Mm-hmm. But it just doesn't do it. It's gonna reset quarantine again. Why does it not reset to true? That's very, very weird. I don't understand why it's working if it doesn't reset to true. I'm going to take off. So we already know this is working. What else? Or I'm going to see how many times it's set to true and set to false. Print reset quarantine. All right. Never does anything there. Set to true like a motherfucker. Okay, so it is resetting it. But it never sets it to true here. Now let's take a look at the logic. We can solve this. We can solve this. We can solve this. So, find. Well, no, it's true. No. Points. So, on rack, we know which one's that. He never switches the case. Does it ever feel like the node is reached? Let's see. Does it never say node reached? Is it something about the placement of this node? Let's try it. Maybe it is the placement of the node. No, it has nothing to do with whether or not the node is reached. It never sets the coroutine to let's go ahead and just go ahead and put it in here. Why not? Fuck it. For some reason it's not firing on the first one. Like at all. So. Ooh. Node got reached. Uh-huh. All right. Let's take a look at a couple things. Looping. Actually, looping. Point num equals 0. Yep. Is staying. For a n equals point num equals 0. Yep. Because the 0 position is the first one. This is all I can think of. It's something about the array that it doesn't like. I don't know why. It's supposed to set to true. On awake, it's set to true. Let's set this to 4. Actually, let's set it to 5. Let's see what increased speed does to this process. Mm-hmm. Do it. It's gonna go back to the the next one. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to bring something over from here because I need to make sure this check is I need to make sure that this check is actually done properly. Okay. So let's do one more bool. Public bool dest reached. Else Destination reach never fires? Alright, I'm gonna have to separate this out. True. Okay. The reason I did that is because I wanted to check if it's just the destination completely independent as to whether or not its follow is turned on and off. Yep. But destination reach is still turned off. Wait. Is it? I think. Oh, okay. Public. It might be because this is firing beforehand. Player. AI. Start. AI instance is what I had. Okay, component. Children. It's gonna be searching the AI. Character move script for destination reached. Which means that on top of this and destination AI destination reach equals true. True. Alright, so we got one more check. We got all the checks. Checking so many times, checking everything, checkity check, check, check. The only way that this can switch is if it reaches the destination. So it has to be a a call down thing. Okay. let's work out this spaghetti sauce now. So, we definitely reached the destination because this has to be true. This is the... Oh. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Kidding me? Oh. 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 No. 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 Wait. No, that makes perfect sense. I'm an idiot. I'm being an idiot. I'm being an idiot. Yeah, X and Z. Okay, good. Alright, I was just gonna be really upset with myself if I made such a ridiculous mistake. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in update. I'm just gonna put this directly in update so that I'm making sure that it's always doing that. Well, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Well, destination was reached. It's not happy about that node. Destination was reached. I guess destination was reached. .3, 0.4, 0.5, but no destination reached. 0.6. Interesting. It's not cycling to. Interesting. It's not cycling to the first one. Why is that? Is looping point num equals 0 at the end of the array. Travel find. Yeah, okay, cool. Huh, that's a new problem entirely. Well, okay. So we go to 1. Travel to point 1. Right. Travel to 2. Travel 3. No destination reached there. Travel to 4. Just fix that a little bit. Five, 6, 2. All right. Let's make a new one. Public void. Let's do checks. We're gonna, because we're getting a lot of these checks, so let's go ahead and organize them. X, B. I know, find destination switch. Plus. Minus. Is limit for array, and at the end of the array it's 0, and then it calculates it to 1. Equals 0, minus equals 1. I wonder if we can do this. No, I can't do that. I could cheat. I could cheat here, or I could. Yeah, let's just cheat. Point num minus equals 1. No, set it to 0, minus it to 0, just to get around this, so it's fighting with each other. You know I don't like that. That's not good programming. Let's see. I mean, thinking about it, it shouldn't even be the case. So travel find, which is this one, fires first, which means that it would set to 0. Yeah, okay, so that'll be why. Travel find fires first, and destination switch fires second, which means it would automatically. So, I mean, really, if we do this, we could avoid this whole mess right here. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. That's always good. Okay. Okay, let's see. First one, yep. Second one, yep. We've broken the coroutine. which we'll have to fix again. But I'm pretty sure this will, go to 0.1. Yep, okay, good. So that's fixed. Now we broke the coroutine by let's I mean, how do you not have destination reach that? It reaches the destination. That is the only way that it switches. That's the only way it switches. It only switches. Look at this. It only switches when it reaches. I mean, that's the only way it switches. It only switches when it reaches these points. However, it is set to late update. It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. Because it still triggers it. It still reaches it. No matter what happens, it still reaches the destination. But why doesn't it... Yeah, it just never reaches it. It never reaches it. Okay. Let's go ahead and comment out checks. Don't comment out that. Does this fix some of our problems? Let's see. Let's see if it fixes some of our problems. Certainly not going to do it for the first one. Oh, it never... Oh, yeah. You're cool. I know this isn't going to work. But let's, boof. Might have to take another look at switch statements again just to make sure I know exactly what's going on with everything. Actually, let me double check to make sure that the cases are moving along. Case there's a 1 there because it never switches. Case 2, never switches off the case. Wait, yeah. So we want to stay there. We want to. Oopsies. AI case 1. We want to switch that off, or switch that on rather. Okay. Ignore the first one, obviously. Stay there. Switch to case 1. So we're on case 1. Now, was there a reason for that? Obviously, no idea. Right off the bat. Okay. All right, it's pointing to point 1. Pointing to point 2. It's going to stall. What do I have it printing for? I don't remember. Where is it? Where's my print? Forget now. Or set to true. Yeah, I know. This is kind of breaking my rule, but it may not be a rule. Hold on. I had to sneeze. All right. Fallen is on is still set to second point though. I'm getting real tired of these core routines. Just saying. So, destination switch. Yeah. Because it never fucking recognizes when it actually gets there. Node vector. Yup. And am I using this anywhere right now? No, I am not. Okay, I'm not using it anywhere right now. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to force the issue. I'm just going to tell it right then and there. Follow nodes is true. I'm just going to take out the whole check to see if we're there situation. Because it's already behind follow nodes. It may actually be redundant, but let's see what happens. It may very well be very redundant, but let's see what happens. Okay, so it never. So I have to get this check right. I have to get this check right. Here's what we're going to do. Destination reached equals true. And then if destination reached equals true. That doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter at all. I mean, obviously, I can have the code embedded, or I could have it out of there. It just doesn't matter. Okay. Alright. So destination reached, it's checking properly. At least for the second one. Let's see what it does with the first one. Let me make sure it is working properly. Checked it. Right. Okay. So that's why we want to separate them. Okay. Else destination reached equals false. Let's start there. Haven't got a clue. All right. Oh, yeah. Nope. 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 So we're gonna need to put this check in there. So we want to turn off destination reached. We'll tie this to making it see if reset core is false. Because we want to, let's see, if we reach the destination and the reset core is false, which means this isn't being fired currently, then we're going to switch this to true, which means it's just on now. Reach the destination, the AI node triggers the second case, which is this, a reset core then becomes true, which negates this. And then reset core turns to false. So it'll just loop itself. I mean, it should loop itself, but it's getting kind of unpredictable at this point. Because I think what's happening is it's overshooting it a tiny bit. But we obviously don't want to rely on something like that. Of course, we also set it to true off the first bat, which didn't do nothing. So it won't do nothing. So it's going to need a little more tweaking, but let's give it a shot. Whoa. That's not what we wanted to. Destination reach. Okay, yeah. Destination reached equals true. We don't want to just keep cycling through. We're almost over 200, although we can take out some of it, so. Not yet, say like large spaces. We're getting there. Case equals 1. Oh God, that's not good. Because that's relying on timing, that's not just ticking up once. Yeah, that's not going to work at all. No, it has to fire when it reaches there. So we do both of these. It is a little redundant. That's okay. Alright, I've done something. I've actually switched out the follow destination to the travel script because that actually switches just fine. Let's see how that works. Let's see if it works. So now I've set my destination to the same point as the travel node script because that always reaches its destination. Like I said, we've already broken it. So, it still works. Points num. Didn't count up. Okay. Let's just try out some things. because my brain is all scrambled at this point. I'm going to have to actually probably step away from it a little while longer, think about it, reevaluate. Doesn't count up. All right. Let's go ahead. Oopsies. Let's go ahead and get this out of here. And take you slowly. It's here somewhere. The right combination is here somewhere. Alright, so it is too much of a problem because of the way it overshoots. Now let's just take a look at that. So 0.1, negative 6. Hold on. So I mean, scene. I mean, it's hard to tell, but negative x. Let's do just negative 6. 10.5. Okay, negative 6 and 10.5. Let's just see if these numbers ever match up. Okay, so we're stopped here at 0.2. Yeah. So I'm actually going to slow this down to 0.5. Look at that. Why is it not firing destination reached at this point? Because it's reached. So 5.0, 32. Oopsies. Five 32. I mean, is it because of the whole numbers problem? wonder, actually. I wonder. It typically becomes an obstacle, I guess, but. No. No, it's not going to work the same way. I wonder if I turn these into nav mesh obstacles or agents, if they'll just be able to snap to the grid. I think an agent snaps to the grid. Well done. Let's actually turn this into an agent. It's not an agent. All right, well, there has to be a margin of error here. So, here's what we're going to do. This will solve our problem. Going to create two float variables. Or we're going to create a compare essentially. We're going to use real math. And this is less than or equal to 1. Yeah, we don't have to do that. And this minus this is, oh, sorry, less than or equal to 1. So it'd be less than, in this case. Node reached. Okay. Sweet. Let's give it a shot. So that gives us a margin of error. We're also just going to stop futzing with this. This isn't going to matter. Let's go ahead and bake that because we don't want to be messing with the nav mesh if we can help it. Okay. Let's still try to keep it above. But let's go ahead and fire this off. AI destination reached. So this should actually give us like a window of opportunity for that thing to fire off. This is what I was talking about, the margin of error, but I mean, okay. Update. Node reach is true. This is false. In case ref x equals 1. So we don't need that. All right. AI actor 2. 0.1. Four node reached. 5 node reached. 6 node reached. Okay, so good. That means all of them are registering the node reached. AI destination reached. Okay. Alright, so we don't need this. We're fine here. Don't need that. But we will. Actually, you know what? It's good just to leave it for right now. But we'll comment it out. Nope. So, destination reached. So we'll then convert this equals points point num dot get oopsies get component AI node action, get some of that node action dot, what was it, node reached. Oh, destination reached equals true. Cheer. True. So yeah, we actually don't need that now. Cool. Okay. So, I had to pause for a moment. Okay. So, I'm going to point 2 again. No destination reach. Okay. Travel find. X feet. Destination switch. Travel find. No. Travel find. No, it was destination switch and then travel find. X B. Where's number 1? Oopsies. Okay. We start from the first one. Follow notes is true. Oh, I see. So, destination reached is true. Follow nodes equals true. You got a +1. That's why. Follow node. Destination switch. Yeah, it's still here. Follow nodes equals true. This is okay, so this isn't needed. So already destinations reached. Add 1. Save. Okay. What's happening? Clear. Oh, nice. There's no or there. Or and, sorry. Okay, it's cleared. Yep, node reached. Wait, is it not in a place that updates? Okay, this doesn't update fast enough, so we gotta put this here. All right. So, Make sure destination reached is going. All right. If destination is reached, wait, where is it now? Is it? It's in the loop. It's not in the loop. Oh, fuck it. Uh-huh. Actually. We're going to put that in there. Follow node should, number 1, be true. Alright, and it's not. But destination reach still isn't firing up. Mm-hmm. Node reach should equal true. At which case, it should be firing. Mm-hmm. Alright, let's see. Point 1. Node reached. Alright. Goes for the first node. Follow node. Set to true. In the case of it going to case number 2, it sets follow node to false, waits. Why is follow node getting set to false right off the bat? Because it should be fine. Follow node is, however, getting set to false right off the bat. Let's see. What? Follow node set to true. Follow node set to false right now. Destination reach not happening. Follow node now set to true. Print out, timer up. Follow node gets set to false. Let's see. Follow node gets set to false on the enumerator and only the enumerator. If node reached equals true, once node reached equals true, then destination reached equals true, and it should increase the number. Should increase the number. Wait. Yeah. Alright, I'm just going to change this to get component in children because technically it is in children. I mean, not really. I don't understand what's turning this off. Can I force it on? Is it updating or is it just starting off? I don't get it. I don't understand what's forcing it off. The only thing that forces destiny or that forces follows nodes off is this. Is that what's doing it? So this is clearly happening now. Stand. Yeah, first thing, I mean, how is this firing off now? That's... I mean, it's not... Party stand. 5, yeah. False. It shouldn't be happening now. But somehow it's happening constantly. Node action. Yeah. Is this ever actually firing? Print. I mean, obviously it is, but I'm aghast to believe it is because why? Because why? There's nothing that triggers it. Obviously it is. I can't even click on the scene. Okay. Oopsies, I turned it off by accident. Yeah, and it's firing and timering up immediately. Oh, so cool. Why? Maybe I need to make 0 point. The margin of error a little bit less. I'm going to give this just a little more time. It's still firing off immediately. Oh, because node reached is already... Okay, so node reached. If instance of position minus trans... Is it supposed to be the other way around? Is less than 0.002. Is it because... Is it in the negatives? Is that why? Dot normalized. Dot normalized. No. What is that? It's not normalized. It's no, it's not normalized. Oh God, what's the math term for unity make values positive? Geez. The absolute value, I think, right? Yeah. Math F dot absolute. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, so what we did there was we discovered that it was trying to work a value off of two negatives that are minusing each other, so it's going deeper into the negative. And therefore, it would always be less than 0.02, and it would always do that. Okay. Fantastic. Now, it's still running through there. We're firing, yeah. It fires just the one. It should just fire it once. Release destination reached. It won't do that. All right. We're so close. We're so close. Case ref. But it's not counting up. That's the last thing. It's not counting up. And that is because destination switch, if destination switch equals 2. You don't need that. You don't need that. You don't need any of that. Wait. Uh-huh. Right reverse. True. What? Oh, we'll solve that counting up first. If destination reached equals true, which we know is true. Let's double check. Hmm. Array reverse is not true. We are looping. Wait a minute. I don't think I actually did anything. Oh, what did I go ahead and break now? We're only minusing it from one thing, minusing it from two things. I don't know. Yeah. It's looping, so it should be counting up. So destination reach equals true. And AI case equals 1. Count up. That's not going to work. It's not going to work at all. I'm confusing myself here. Yeah. And it's just going to start racking them up, isn't it? And follow node. Oh, so close. Okay. Go to the first one. Destination reached. Timer. Go to the next one. Destination reached. cut that out. It's working. It skipped over this. It skipped over this one. Wait, one. Skipped over this one, or no, the other one. It skipped for the one that didn't say. That said, yeah, not staying. And it skipped over one, but is looping. Set to 1. That's because we want that here. Put it here. Huh? Huh? Oh, please. This might be all we need. This might be all we need. Oh, for the love of Christ. I've been working on this so long. Please. Please be everything we need. Oh, all I want her to do is stop at all the ones we tell it to. And then loop through the whole thing. Okay. Going to 1. Gotcha. Character destination reached. Okay, follow node. Back to 1. Point 2. Node reached. Destination reached. It's on second case. First case. Follow node. Number 3. Oh God. Come on. Node reached. Destination reached. No. Number 4. Node reached. Yes. Destination reached. Yes. Number 5 isn't it's not a standing one, but node reached, and it keeps going. Number 6. Oh, come on. All I want you to do is go back to 1. All I want you to do is go back to 1. Just go back to 1. Just go back to 1. Yeah! It did it. It did it. Oh my God, it did it. Alright. There we go. Here's the test. Is it going to follow through? Is it going to stop? Stop. Yes. 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 Are you going to keep going? I need more. This is all I need for all of our problems to be done. Just stop here. Just stop here. Yes. We did it. Oh, we did it. Oh, I'm so happy. My dog's happy. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, no, it's so happy. God. Back up. Go. Okay. Woo. Save. Save project. Okay. Let's go ahead and label a bit, like, this finds the position of the travel node and the AI character. Whew. Oh, God. Okay. Let's go ahead and clean this up just a little bit. Oopsies. Uh-huh. Alright, we don't need that. Clean this up. Okay. We're using everything in here. Let's go ahead and rename this. Rename. Oh, come on, brain. You can see it. Rename. Okay, so we're gonna do AI actor apply. Right? Yep. Let's go ahead and clean this up. And now we're just gonna going to go ahead and get this through. So this is going to be go ahead and put this in here. No. No, actually, this is perfect. Execute stand. Okay, no, that is perfect. Okay, good. Oh, boy, howdy. Okay, good. So, let's break this down real quick. So as of right now, actually, we'll break it down in a moment. Oh, feels so good. All right, so the next things we're gonna move on to, we're gonna just jump right into everything else. So we have, here's a good thing, we have the ability for the switches to work. Basically, what's gonna happen now is I'm gonna start applying more cases into here, essentially. We're just gonna leave case one. I mean, we're gonna leave case one blank, just because we have something else popping through here. So we're just gonna say, you know, whatever for that. But we're gonna be moving on to the next thing, which is find object. I guess we'll just have it find object. We'll find object, or what's the one? Go interact. Interact with object, find object, and then wander around. Okay, let's go ahead and go to find object. Or, you know, interact with said thing. So they go to a point and then they go find some object. They trace their way to something. Oh, and then they make their way back. Awesome. Oh, all right. I'm gonna do a small recording of what the AI system does now, and then yes, it's gonna be great. Thank you so much. Bye bye.